Alright, I'm going to quickly explain how to make your own Dupont pin headers. Your needs are very simple. All you need are the plastic housing, the size of pin that you want to use, and the strip with all the crimping connectors on it. As for tools, you'll want pliers and a crimping tool. Now chances are, if you bought anything like I did, you're going to want to take this owner's manual, skim through it once, and throw it away, because these instructions are terrible. So here's how you really do it. Start by breaking one of these off. They're very simple to break. Then line it up in here. So the wire end is going in here, and then the stripped end would be going out the right side. So you'll see on these, let's see if we can focus. On these, you have a small V at the top for what would be wire insulation. Well, we're not going to use wire insulation here, so we're just going to go ahead and insert this and line it up at the back. And then I would go 3 or 4 clicks, just so that you've got enough space in here to insert something. And you can make sure that the V is closing like this instead of getting wrapped around sideways. Next, go ahead and use these pliers to pop the pin out, because you can't really use it while it's in the housing. So it's literally just a delivery device for you. So you take that, you're gonna stick it in here, and you're gonna go, I don't think you'll be able to see this on the camera, but go until you can just make out the tip of the pin, and then slide it back until it's in line with this edge. And then finish the crimp. There you go. So now you've got a nice solid piece here that you can stick into the header. Now you have an open end here, and you have a closed end on here. Similarly, on your header housing, you have an open end and a closed end. So you line up the open ends, slide that through, and it'll click. And you can check your work just by pressing it into the desk. It should pop into place. If this thing comes out, then you know you didn't crimp it hard enough, and you'll probably have to start over. So just repeat the process, and it'll take a few tries. Now, your first time it may look something like this, where it looks like clown teeth. But if you follow this process here of crimping it down and then putting it in and keeping it all standardized, it'll look more like a factory connector, where everything comes out at the same length, at the same angle. So let me just time-lapse this real quick. Now we're rolling, and I should have mentioned that the inside of it kind of looks like that, where you've got one lower end and one higher end. The lower end is going to go on the wire end, and the higher end is going to go on the insulation end. There's 2. So there you go. As you can see, not quite as impressive as factory, but still better than trying to line everything up at the same time and then crimp it. So hope that helps you make better connectors. And if you want to do the male side, luckily for Dupont, let me focus, they are exactly the same as the female side. So if you want to connect it to a wire or a pin, the process is exactly the same. Hope that helps.